program and with the freshman Carson coming in as a transfer. So you guys feel like you have grown together into this system?
Yes, I would say we've grown together. Not only as a team, but as a family. Outside of football, we bond and we coming together.
And then what contributed to just the connection that you have with Carson today?
Just really getting in there early, long film studies, just hungry to learn. The stuff we did in practice, it shows in the game. So just our work and our work ethic.
Malachi, you could have still been in high school right now. What did it mean to be able to have the impact that you had tonight? First college game, top 10 win. What was this experience like?
The experience was great. I got the chance to go out there and show my God-given ability. So without God, none of this would be possible.
What prepared you for this moment in your mind to be able to step into the stage, top 10 of home, being 17 years old that you are, mentally be ready for this?
Really the long days and the short nights. Getting in there, watching film at 6 a.m., getting on the tubs, stretching. Just what you put in is what you're going to get out of. So my preparation has made a big impact on me, and that shows tonight. So as long as I keep doing what I got to, keep preparing myself the right way, I'll keep playing to the best of my ability.
Are you nervous at all? Did you have butterflies?
Early when they announced me as a starter, but coming into the game, I was more confident.
Anything else from Malachi?
We saw Michael Irvin on the sidelines there, obviously Hall of Famer. Did he say anything to you tonight?
He just said, keep going, keep your foot on the net, don't let up.
Any teams are going to prepare for you more now? And coach was saying they're trying to keep you a secret, but I guess the secret's out.
That's on them. I just got to do my job, be the best Malachi Toney for the University of Miami.
Were you surprised at how big of a role you played in this game tonight?
Not really. I knew my time would be, or my name would be called when the time comes. I just had to be ready. I practiced it during practice, and I was ready for it.
The touchdown to start the second half, just barreling through with the chaos and whatnot. Just take us through that and how it felt once you actually got into the end zone.
It felt great. Lance Cooper, CC, all the boys pushing me. It was great to have them behind me, pushing for me for that touchdown.
What did it feel like out there from just from the crowd and the buzz and under the lights, all that stuff?
It felt wonderful. It was a blessing just to be under there and all the fans, feeling the crowd noise, all of it. It was great.
Hey Marty, as the game went on, Coach Criswell was starting to go to you more and more. How much more confident were you able to gain as you begin to pile up the carries, knowing that they really needed a good running attack to try to slow Notre Dame down?
Yeah, I felt confident. I've been here before in tight games like this, so it was nothing new to me.
Marty, just your thoughts on how Carson was able to lead the offense tonight?
Oh yeah, he's a general. He's a leader in practice, and he showed up today. He's going to be a leader in game because he does it in practice.
You guys had a 10-point lead. They obviously tied it. 3 minutes to go. You guys go back on the field. What was Carson saying to you guys in the huddle? And what were you guys thinking on that drive?
Just controlling what we control and just keep being physical and keep playing our cane football.
You say you've been here before, but this was Miami Notre Dame on national TV, opening weekend, 2 top 10 teams playing.
Yeah. Coach talked about substance, and I just didn't really feed into the crowd or like the game itself. Really just executing the plan.
Do you know what you think about the Miami-Notre Dame rivalry going into the March? I know Notre Dame hasn't won here. This is the 7th time that they haven't won since they've been here. Now, thanks to you, you added number 7. But what are your thoughts about the Miami-Notre Dame rivalry? Did you have any idea or conceptualize it as a kid?
Yeah, I had an idea. They informed me with multiple videos on how much this is a big game, and I came in here just ready to compete and help the team win.
With you and Jordan and Mark and everybody in your room, just how confident do you feel about your group of running backs?
I feel really confident. The way we put pressure on each other every day, it speaks volume in our room, just to how we compete and how we build each other up. It's pretty easy to just perform because we put so much pressure on each other every day. So.
Anything else from Marty?
Yeah, Marty, just what did you see on the final drive? What was it like to be a part of that? What did you see from the guys up front on those multiple carries you got?
Oh yeah, it was great. We were straining to win, and that's what we did.
Last one.
Yeah, Marty, you have Bethune-Cookman coming in next week, a far different opponent than the one that you have. So do you think you'll be able to get more reps to try to work on certain things with an opponent much that isn't quite nearly as good as Notre Dame to be able to add as the year goes on?
For sure, yeah. Just, opponent like that, just staying focused in practice and, keep going hard. That's all we can do.
Wrap us up on the left.
Mark, your touchdown was an interesting play, just the way it finished off. What was it like being a Mark? What did you kind of see as the play continued there?
It was great, just blessed, just to keep, running the ball and having the line behind me was good.
Your head and just the reaction that you see.
So like, I always have a routine, so I try to do my routine as much as possible, try not to let the crowd, which was very active tonight, get into my head or any of my systems. And once I looked up at it and I saw it was in, I'd say my heartbeat kind of skipped plus accelerated because I was just so excited for it.
You came here probably thinking you were going to be the kickoff guy, and you beat out Abram Murray in spring, and now you beat out a kid that the ball that kicked for Texas for a couple of years. What's that accomplishment mean to you?
It means the world. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be an easy journey to try to take the field goal job because, we have some great guys that come in and everything, but when I found out that I got it, I cried, I'll be honest, but I was just so ecstatic about that and the world.
So after that first situation, how easy was it for you to shrug it off, saying, I'm going to be out there later, and I'll go out there and find a way to decide this thing one way or the other? Because that was just an unfortunate situation that you walked into.
I trust in our guys. I know our snapper and our holder, Dylan and Adam, they're some of the best. They're the reason they're here. And I just didn't have to worry about it anymore. I told them, I was like, we're fine. It happens. We're humans. Everything happens for a reason. And after that, we just go back to work.
You were 2 of 7 on field goals last year, 4 of 11. What did they fix you to get you right?
It's just we have a great holder and a great snapper, and it's not to bash my old team or anything like that, but it makes the world of a difference when the ball gets down a fraction of a second faster and everything like that. So you get to see it longer, you get to focus more, and you trust the process more.
Coach was saying you make it from 55 regularly in practice.
Wherever he sets it up, I kick it.
Has it sunk in yet that you're forever looking at as the kicker and beat Notre Dame in 2025?
No, I'm still waiting to go see my parents so I can celebrate with them. And I already celebrated with the guys in the water, but I just want to go see my parents.
There's never been a Miami kicker to beat Notre Dame the way you did.
It was first for a reason.
Well, we know Andy made the New England Patriots, and it's good that he did because it adds a little light to the kicking program here. But now that you're following him, what brought you to Miami, and what do you feel you'll be able to make your mark here with the Canes on, and you have Carson back? Once he gets going, everybody gets the offense, and you'll make a difference as the year goes on.
I've known Andy since 3rd grade because we grew up down here together. So I've been competing with him in all-star games, all these different things. So when I knew he was leaving, I texted him. I said, "Is there anybody coming for that spot?" And then I kind of got my way in. But at the same time, I knew the blueprint that he's been a great kicker here, and it's not for no reason. He's a great kicker, but it's the system around him. He's just able to flourish.
You said on the radio you're not you grew up a Miami fan. I'm curious.